Hello everyone and welcome to my class. To continue with the second chapter of class 9, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, today I'll be discussing about socialism in Russia, how it started. In my previous video when I have started the chapter, I have discussed about few important terms like the liberals, democrats, radicals, conservatives. So these terms are given in the chapter initially when the chapter begins with the purpose that students should understand the real meaning of these words, because when we talk about Russia we are talking about such a society where different ideologies were taking place. People were following different ideologies and they were not united. They have different perception of how the government should rule the nation, and these groups, liberal, democrat, socialist, these groups were having different demands, right? So this all what we have discussed previously. Now today it is a slightly difficult portion, but if you have understood those terms, then you will be able to relate this, right? This is an important thing, though it is difficult, but it is an important thing, because on the basis of this only then you'll be able to understand the Russian Revolution in a more better way, right? So let's start. 1898 was the year when the Russian Democratic Workers' Party was formed. Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party, 1898. Before First World War in Russia, first thing, Russia was under the leadership of, under the ruler Tsar Nicholas II when the First World War started. See, we need to connect Russian Revolution with the First World War. But before the actual revolution took place, which we know as a Russian Revolution, we are basically talking about the year 1917. When the First World War was already on and Russia was participating in that war, right? But before this actual revolution of 1917, there were a series of revolution took place, and which became the cause for the Russian Revolution finally, right? So to understand the background of the Russian Revolution, we need to discuss about the political development that took place in the 19th century, right? So Russian Revolution Democratic Workers' Party formed in 1898. Before First World War, all the political parties were illegal in Russia. No party was allowed in Russia, so this party worked illegally. It was an illegal organization, but the contribution of this party was to mobilize people about the politically what all is going on in Russia, to mobilize them to take a stand for themselves. They do have their newspapers, and they conduct meetings at various places to make people aware of their rights, right? So this was the contribution of this party. Then Russian socialist, इस पार्टी में दो नाम आपको प्रोमिनेंट दिखेंगे, सोशल डेमोक्रेटिक एंड वर्कर्स, ये डेमोक्रेटिक वर्कर्स. So let's talk about the Russian socialists in this party. They believed that the peasants are natural socialists, because only the peasants, the tiller of the land, the farmers, they are the natural socialists and not the workers, because they actually we have discussed it in previous video. The peasants in the countryside in Russia, they actually sometimes they collectively follow the collective farming, means farmers in particular area, they together pool their lands and do the farming collectively, right? So as you know, socialists believed in division of equal share of profit. So since the peasants are following this, already they were following this, so the Russian socialists, this group believed that they are the natural socialists, and they should be the main force in revolution. They if we mobilize them, if we make them agreed on the fact that they need to take a stand against the ruler, so these peasants can be the main force for the revolution, not the workers. On other side, another group, Socialist Revolutionary Party, formed in 1900. एक और पार्टी फॉर्म होती है रशिया में जिसका नाम होता है सोशलिस्ट रेवोल्यूशनरी पार्टी, 1900 में, 2 साल बाद इसके। और इनका मानना था कि लैंड बिलोंग टू द नोबल्स, ठीक है, लैंड बिलोंगिंग टू द नोबल्स शुड बी गिवन टू द पेजेंट्स। नोबल्स कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, नोबल्स सिर्फ ओनर्स है लैंड के, द एक्चुअल ओनर आर द फार्मर्स, so land should be transferred to them, right? Now one group called social democrats. Social democrats, a very prominent leader, Lenin, of this, he played a very important role in Russian history, so he was a social democrat. So social democrats believed that they do not support the idea that the peasants could be a main force in the revolution. They believed that actually the main force for the revolution should be of workers, not of peasants. Reason being, the peasants were divided. They worked laborers as laborers in others' farms. They were not owning land. Sometimes they believed as capitalists, because peasants just want to have land for themselves, right? So somewhere they wanted to have private ownership of land. Rather, he believed that the social democrats like Lenin believed that the main workforce in the revolution should be of workers, because their sufferings were same, right? Whether there is a division, there are divisions in the working class also, but their sufferings are same, right? So ultimately this party, social democratic party जो थी, ये वाली पार्टी जो 1900 में फॉर्म हुई थी, it divided into 2 groups. One was Bolsheviks and another was Mensheviks. Russian name again difficult to remember, but still you'll be remembering by the end of this chapter these names, because we'll be discussing these names many times now onward when we'll discuss about the Russian Revolution. So Social Democratic Party got divided into 2 groups, Bolsheviks under the leadership of Lenin and Menshevik under the leadership of Alexander Krinsky, right? So let's talk about the Bolshevik, and this is an important part because question comes on the difference between Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. So let's talk about the Bolsheviks under Lenin. They believed mostly in this party there were workers, because Lenin was supporting the idea that main force in Russia, if we really want to make Russia a socialist nation, then the workers, they are the ones who can make Russia a socialist nation. So mostly the workers were its members. They believed in action. If they want to achieve something and if they need to involve in any type of action, any violent action, so they favored that thing. Whereas Mensheviks believed in parliamentary methods. Mensheviks believed in parliamentary method means they favored to held election, contest election and form the governments, so that they can bring change in the administration, in the government. So they favored parliamentary steps or methods. Bolshevik party was renamed as Russian Communist Party later on, and party should be, they believed in the fact that party should be disciplined and should control the quantity and quality of the members. ऐसा नहीं कि किसी को भी ले लिया पार्टी में. They mostly preferred workers to be its member, right? Not all. Rather than Mensheviks, they believed that party should be open to all. Since they believed in parliamentary method, all should be treated equally, whether a peasant or the worker, whether any other person. Every person should be take part in government. So their party was open to all sections of Russian society. Anybody can be a member of Mensheviks, but here in Bolsheviks only they preferred only workers, since they were fighting for the rights of workers. The main idea of Karl Marx, sharing of equal profit, they were following, and they believed that they should be the workers should be the main force for the revolution. So these two divisions in the party, Mensheviks and Bolsheviks, they will going to play an important role in Russian revolution. So we'll be discussing that as we proceed further. Go through these points, make your notes, and please like, share and review, and subscribe this channel, because if you'll subscribe the channel, you'll get a regular notification as I upload my videos. So thank you for watching the video.